I was recently watching a manhunt just for a bit of fun when I noticed something a little odd. So I decided to oh my god, dive deeper into the video, and I found a lot of cheating and staging. And today I'm going to expose it.
I can't get rid of it. Oh, everything looks so weird. No! No, you suck! I don't know what to do. You stop. Stop, let me out. Oh. 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 I'm out.
Actually, I'm just wondering. First thing, old death. That's a D. Does that mean that's a death and that's a death? Does that also mean, well, obviously, that's a death. So it's just a bit concerning that they're on a world that he's died on multiple times. Like, what else has he used this world for? Or do they just keep running it again and again? Like, I don't know. It's all very confusing. It could mean it could genuinely mean anything. Really, it could mean anything. Whether he's scouting out the seed, and then like died, or like anything. Genuinely could mean anything. It's just a bit dodgy. Another thing is that he's literally stuck in here. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know why he didn't just mine out like here. These stairs here to just get out. Like that would have been simpler. That's what I would have done. But the hunter literally just lets him out.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I don't know what the hunter's trying to do. I guess the hunter's just dumb. I don't really think it means a lot. Not as much as other stuff later in the video. Can we just take a minute to acknowledge how dumb this guy is? Like,
No.
you're about to die. You have poison. You're going to die. Can you please, like, dig into the wall? Like, what if the hunter comes around the corner and kills you? What if a skeleton comes around the corner and shoots you? What if a baby zombie comes around the corner and smacks you in the face? Anything could happen. I somehow didn't realize at the time of recording, but the chat logs here show made the runner a server operator, gave a book with commands to the runner, teleported, now the thing's in the way, teleported the hunter to the runner, then the runner gave the hunter some armor, and then the hunter died a few times. So they were cheating before I even realized they were cheating.
I think that's fair.
And I didn't realize it in the recording somehow.
Yo, this looks so ugly.
Wow. So first off, a lovely bit of analysis I want to do. If you look in the top right here, it's after this bit, after this fight, goes to get blaze rods. You look in the top right, not once are you gonna see into fire. And they, at some point, yep, there, they reveal their inventory. It's too brief. See that? 4 rods never got into fire. So it means at some point in the world they had gotten rods already. From way. Next thing I want to point out is actually very close to this. So if you look at their inventory, look for specifically food items. You got 16 melons in total and 6 rotten flesh. That's the only thing in their inventory that's actually edible. And then if you cut literally 5 seconds later in their hotbar, 25 steak. Where do you get steak from in the nether?
Oh! Yes! Shut up.
You're trash, you trash.
Shut up.
You trash, bro.
Oh my days!
You said trash, you said
Live! I'm actually dead. Oh! Half a heart! Half a heart! Ah! Run! 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 I'm not.
So in this bit, you know what? It seems pretty legit. It seems pretty cool, actually. At first, I was pretty impressed. I also thought, how did he not take more damage? His method of getting out the lava
Down there.
was this pearl that he has in his hotbar. So just watch his hearts when he throws the pearl.
You trash, bro.
Usually when you throw a pearl, without any protection, without any feather fall, you take 2.5 hearts of damage. Yes, he has protection. Protection 1, at least. No, sorry, at most. Although I think you can get protection 2. So assuming it's protection 2 at most, you still take at least 1.5 hearts of damage. You still take at least some damage. Even with full prot for feather fall, you still take half a heart of damage. So when he throws this pearl...
Shut up.
You trash, you trash.
Shut up.
You trash, bro.
He doesn't take any damage at all from the pearl. If he had taken damage from the pearl, he would have landed on 1 heart, taking those 2.5 hearts away, and then this fall would have killed him. Because that was a 2 heart damage fall. That would have killed him. You could say this is fake. I don't think this is fake, and I'll explain to you why. The type of damage that you take from an ender pearl is fall damage. It's considered fall damage in the game's code. So the only way to not take damage from an ender pearl is by taking fall damage, like turning it off entirely. But obviously he doesn't take any damage from that, but he does take damage from this fall. Which means fall damage is on. So unless he's properly like coded it or something like that, which I don't think so, because later on in the video, it's right here, he throws this pearl and he does actually take, I think, 1 heart of damage, right? So he takes 1 heart of damage even with all this protection armor. So I think the reason that he doesn't take damage with this pearl is because he took fire damage at the same time. He got incredibly lucky, basically. At the same time as the pearl landed, he was already taking damage from the lava, which means he couldn't take both of the damages at once. So he took the lava damage, or the fire damage, instead of damage from the pearl. So that literally saved his life. That was just luck. That was just luck. I don't think that's fake. It could be, but I don't think it is. But it's incredibly cool. I can't lie. Outside of all this analysis, just watching it, it's incredibly cool.
Shut up.
You trash, you trash.
Shut up.
You trash, bro.
It's very close, it's very cool. Anyway, the next thing that I want to get into is the severe lack of fighting going on after the runner exits the end. So here, actually, the runner asks the hunter, the runner asks the hunter if he wants some iron.
You can just win.
Do you want some iron?
No.
Sure.
Where? No, baby.
Maybe villager.
Which is weird. I don't understand why he'd help the hunter, but okay. And then the spider's going to kill the hunter, who's just chilling. And the runner
Watch out, spider!
kills it for him. And instead of killing the hunter,
Does no damage.
just kills more mobs. Also, I'd like to point out that the clip prior, this is the state of his leggings. Or if you look down here, 31%. 31%, and enchanted. Now, unenchanted 95%. This guy doesn't have any pants on.
Maybe villager. Watch out, spider!
He just puts some pants on. Makes me think the runner just gave up his pants. Makes me think the runner just took his pants off. Makes me think the runner took his pants off for the hunter. I want to revisit this inventory very quick. We are looking at an inventory with spectral arrows, an inventory with golden nuggets, an inventory with dried gas, and an inventory with there's another item, I swear there is, which all suggest trading happened. Is there any other way to gain spectral arrows other than crafting? I don't know. Maybe bastions. even still, he left that out too. The golden nuggets, he didn't get any golden nuggets from the shipwreck, and that was the only place that he could have got it from. Otherwise, he left it out. And dried gas, he never found a soul sand valley, never. Which this all just suggests training. So why did he leave that out? It's not such a he was definitely cheating because he did this, but why did he leave it out? I don't know. Why did he leave it out? He had a little montage of killing Enderman before he came back here, killing Enderman, but he never showed any trading. I don't know why that is. Alright, so here. They're about to fight, but the runner doesn't have food. But it's not running away. Just eating his last bit of food. They do have keep inventory on, by the way, for the runner, but I don't really think that's such a concern. You can do Manhunts with keep inventory. It's not the worst thing in the world. But the runner is currently eating their last bit of food, while the hunter will be respawning and then hunting them. They're looking for a fight actively. So you cut 5 seconds later. This man has 43 cooked pork chops. No showing killing pigs. No showing cooking it. No showing the hunter chasing him down after he just said, I have no food. A big chance for the hunter to win. None of that. And I would like to recall yet again to the inventory. These are 6 raw pork chops. For anyone who doesn't know this texture pack, that is what this is. 6 raw pork chops. So if you then go to the clip where he has 43 cooked pork chops in his hotbar, he then opens his inventory a bit later. Trust me, he does. He opens his inventory later in the stronghold. So, not quite as close as I thought. But he still has this 6 raw pork chop. So why would he go out, kill pigs, have 49 raw pork chops in his inventory, then only cook 43 of them, and not show any of that process? I think we're both thinking the same thing. The journey to the stronghold was cut for some reason. Like, it goes from killing the hunter just straight to mining down. But the coordinates changed. So you're thinking maybe like /locate/TP. But no, the armor durability and the amount of food the runner had, and the amount of planks the runner had, all changed. It all changed from here to the cut to mining down. The entire thing changed. So it makes me think they did run the journey. They just didn't leave it in due to being too lazy. It's not the end of the world, but it's just a bit... Why? I'll tell you something that is the end of the world, though. In this... Ooh, it flashed up very quick. Actually, tell me in the comments if you saw what it was. It flashed up really, really quick. I will slow it down and go over it. But it is something that is bad. And is definitely not allowed in a normal Minecraft game, let alone a Manhunt. In this time lapse, a command was used. See if I can find it. What is this? My guy. You've got wood, and there's a library. You can very easily get string. Why do you need to do /give a bow? There's no point. There's no point whatsoever. I don't understand it, but okay. A little bit later, I want you to keep an eye out on this lapis. Right here, 3 lapis. Just keep an eye on the total of lapis that he has. It just changes to 13. Now, you can tell me he's underground. Couldn't mine for it. He's in the stronghold. And why would he mine for lapis when his stuff's already enchanted? It's something that's unexplained. It doesn't make sense to me. And alongside all the other things, it makes me raise more than both of my eyebrows, which I didn't think was possible, but here we are. It's very doable. It's very easy to get lapis, but it's kind of unlikely that he got the lapis to himself to me because of all the commands that we used before. /give steak, /give cooked pork, /give bow. Again, coming back to this clip. Look at this inventory. Alright, there's blaze powder behind that book. Look at the rest of this inventory. Especially the iron. Now in this clip, how much iron? 7. you know where that iron probably went? These shears to get these cobwebs. So why does this man have something in his inventory that come out of nowhere that costs 31 iron to make? This was a big lead up, lads. That's probably the slash give. That's probably the slash give. Lapis, okay. The plank situation, kind of weird. Anvil, I know what's going on. It's unforgivable, and I know what's going on. Now, he also has 2 items. Which is weird, because in this chest there was only 1. Now, to be fair... Oh, wait, there is 2 chests in the library anyway. Oh, my god. I shouldn't be doing this. I suck at this. Now, this next part is probably the most interesting part to me. He uses another command. It's slash set, and then the hunter's name, to 20 XP levels. I don't know why. It's quite light. It's clearly for enchanting. It's quite a light thing. It doesn't matter that much. Well, I suppose it is acceptable because the speedrunner's been cheating as well. But it also shows chat logs. Let's have a little look. The nearest away stronghold is at set of coordinates. Teleported the speedrunner to the exact same set of coordinates. So I was actually wrong. It doesn't matter that the armor durability changed and the amount of food changed. It was probably a fight. Because teleported. And matter of fact, I imagine the runner made the hunter leave while he was doing it. I don't know why. Teleported the hunter to the speedrunner. So that means that he would be at the stronghold. Which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they would do that. Unless they had like a stronghold scene, which, spoiler, they don't. And then set the hunter's game mode to creative. Who knows what could have happened there? I think we can take a guess what happened in creative with that achievement. Obviously, we know about the giving the bow situation. Obviously, we know about giving the anvil. We figured that out. But what we suspected was giving extra lapis. And we've now found that this did happen. This was the case. Okay, so the runner did some enchanting of their own. And anviling of their own. And they needed to give themselves more levels. Actually, what's the level jump then? 13, I imagine that's when they did their enchanting, yeah, because 2 blocks of lapis gives you 18, and they already had 3, which means they would have had 21, but they only have 13, so the enchanting already happened. We missed it. So that's when they would have set it to 13, or 20, and then now it's down to 13. And obviously now it's 14. So the hunter is just gearing up in creative mode, while the runner is going through the stronghold, and then the hunter goes back into survival, enchants, when you can just enchant in creative, and it doesn't cost lapis, and it doesn't cost XP, but whatever, you don't have to go through all this, you don't have to expose yourself like this, but whatever. This bit's also very important. Right there. I don't know if you can tell. It's quite difficult to tell. Right there. That's a name tag. That is definitely a name tag. That, you cannot convince me that is not a name tag. It's further backed. When the runner jumps down. It's a name tag right there. So, the hunter is watching the runner after being creative gearing up, not attacking them. The hunter is either completely stupid and oblivious, which is actually probably that, due to the fact that they literally showed the chat logs of them cheating on their own manhunt, but oh well. Or they just don't care. Either way, there's a name tag right there. And neither of them are doing anything about it. We don't see any stronghold fight or anything like that. The hunter actually goes into the stronghold and W-aim, by the way. Like, that's definitely not cheating. Because no hack client. But W-aim.
I can't go in yet.
But the hunter comes in here, just vibes for a bit. I mean, just like kind of vibing. They have a little like chat. They go over their armor, which we'll go over in a minute. And then it takes them a minute to jump in. We just don't see anything of the hunter, and it takes them a while to enter the end. A whole minute in the video and like a few towers. So that's a good couple of minutes. I mean, what are you doing for a minute? Oh, sorry, a minute. A good couple of minutes. What are you doing for that long? Who I on the portal have 9 eyes. I did have a look at this. They had enough blaze powder and pulse to make more. I don't think that was cheated. And I don't think the 2i was cheated either. It's a 23.01% chance. Very, very doable. So, that's fine. I want to go through the armor.
Just as guys, we got
Prot 2 feather falling. I don't see crafting of any grindstone. I don't see any grindstone in the inventory. I don't see any grindstone in the inventory either. So obviously they've enchanted more. Obviously they were enchanting. Oh, I thought I cooked. I was gonna say, I don't see any grindstone, so they grindstone their boots again and again and again until they got Prot 2 feather falling. But they got the lapis and they got the levels, so they could enchant books. And then add the books with the anvil. That makes sense. Okay, so they have
okay, guys, we got
Prot 2 boots, feather falling, with the books and the enchanting respectively. The Prot 3 and
Prot 2 feather
Unbreaking
falling, Prot
3 leggings were from the book. The
leggings,
Protection 4 Unbreaking was from the book and enchanting respectively.
probably
And
just
then
like,
the helmet is just Protection 1. So that's just enchanting. There is no telling if those books were a genuine find. The chest was actually quite full. I didn't think about it. That chest is actually quite full. I don't know. It could be fake. I've got no way of proving it because I'm a loser. But it could be. It could be fake. Actually, look it up. A single Minecraft library chest can hold 64 enchanted books of the... Not helpful. Also literally impossible. Who knows whether that was genuine? Next concern I have is with the end crystal here. He hits it and takes no damage. Now, end crystal damage is explosion damage. Remember how I talked about the ender pearl being fall damage? This is explosion damage. I could say they turned off explosion damage. Well, if they did that, then this bed would have never done 3.5 hours of damage. Because that's also explosion damage. Hence the explosion. So not taking any explosion damage here from an end crystal does not make any sense. Why is my guy having a little whistling session while having like an intense game-defining fight?
no! You good? I want the ender pearls. Yes. Yes. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're a dragon's breath. You're cooked. GG's. Okay.
So instead of actually killing the hunter, he was just killing the endermen that were killing the hunter. Like, do you know what you're supposed to be doing? I understand getting pearls, but at least like maybe block off the hunter's water so then the enderman can kill the hunter and then you can kill the enderman. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It feels like they're collaborating a bit too much to be against each other.
Did you like the trims on my armor?
How did you get armor trims?
I got from the. No, I actually got them from the shipwreck at the very start of the game. I've held on to them. Plus the
Should we
like,
get...
See that whisper?
shipwreck at the very start of the game.
I cannot make out what it says, but it is so suspicious. So suspicious. I mean, what could it? It could be about anything. Genuinely be about anything.
Where's your water, bro?
I don't know. You have it.
Oh, the dragon. I don't. You left it over there. You're just thick. Bye.
Obviously, the runner did kill the hunter, but I don't understand why the runner held back so much. Were they just messing with them? I don't know. That's pretty much it, to be honest. There is one concern I had with arrows. You can see they only had, run it back a bit, 8 spectral arrows at the start of this. They shot more than 8 spectral arrows, but here used some spectral arrows to try and shoot this tower, and then when climbing up, he picked them back up again. So yes, I counted more spectral arrows shot, but that's because he picked some up. So that's okay. And that's pretty much the whole video. Just there were some concerns, but the main concerns, death waypoints, like what's that about? Knowing to fire. To be fair, he could have gotten blaze rods before, but slight concern. The big ones, steak, just getting steak out of nowhere. Same with pork, just getting pork out of nowhere. A slash give bow, and then all of the other slash gives in the chat log, and then all the shenanigans that the hunter was doing, and the very suspicious whisper. It really threw me off.
I got from the.
Whisper really throws me off, and then when he laughs and says no, I don't know. It feels a bit dodgy. But yeah, no, that is it. That is a video. Outside of exposing him, I will say this is actually somebody that I know. Somebody that, if you don't know, this is somebody that that's featured in videos before, and we're chill, we're cool, and this actually was the first time I watched it. When I was like, where did that stick come from? And that's what sparked this entire thing. But the first time that I watched it, without properly analyzing it like this, was actually really entertaining. There are lots of parts in it that were really entertaining, and it was fun to watch. And I do hope for more manhunts in the future, because right at the end it says there will be more manhunts. I really hope that's the case, because they were good. It was good. You might be thinking, like, why am I exposing it then? I did ask for his permission to upload this video in the first place, because I just did it, for the laughs, for fun. But I thought it necessary to ask for his opinion to upload this. Or sorry, permission to upload this. I hope he does. I hope he lets me. I guess if he has, you'll see, like, right here, like, smack in the middle of the screen. And if he doesn't, you'll never be seeing this, and this recording will just sit in my files forever and ever and ever until I go, oh yeah, I can't make a video out of that, and then delete it. But, you should absolutely go watch it yourself. My first manhunt. This is the channel. It's a really good channel, and you know what? This is a new video. I just watched it. It's good. It is good. It is a good video. I can't lie. But yeah, you should definitely go subscribe as well, because we want to see the next manhunt, and the sub goal is 200. 7 off. So definitely go subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and it's a bit of a different video, but I hope it was enjoyable. And I'll see you in the next video. You should actually definitely go watch another if you haven't watched them all. Actually, even if you have watched them all, you should go watch it again. Actually, you should watch them all just right now. Just go to my channel and watch the entire 100.